titles.
We've got a real lovely sunset
It's
out of our bedroom window.
pink, orange, red.
Yeah,
Lovely.
yeah.
Birds.
Can you see swifts flying by window? The nest in our roof, the swifts. You can see them fly by. Yeah. Oh, there they are. Yeah, they move so fast. They've been nesting here since the 70s and probably before then.
Yeah.
Oh, this comes out in colour because at a certain time of night my phone goes on black and white.
I could see it through trees in the room.
Yeah.
And I thought, oh wow.
Pretty spectacular, yeah.
I was going for a glass of water. It really is
right,
nice.
Sunset, that, isn't it?
Well, it will be if it comes out in colour, but
yeah. I think Pat is preparing Ernie's food.
yeah. 2 minutes.
Good morning, folks.
Morning.
Well, Tracy's in Derbyshire and before she left yesterday, she says, I'm taking my paints with me because it's going to rain. I said, well, how do you know? Have you checked forecast? She said, no, I daren't. And look, it's chucking it down. And the forecast says it's in for the day. Can you believe it? Well, we're going to Mick and Jane's today. I think that's why Pat's getting Ernie's food ready.
Yeah.
Because we don't have as much time. So what to say first? First of all, Andy, you're a genius, mate. Andy is he's got his printing works. He's a printer. Designer? What are you, Andy? He does all sorts. He printed the decal for me, he printed my stickers. He's amazing, and he has got this book online on Lulu. He's got that book in either hardback or paperback, together with this book on Lulu. And you can...
He did them for you, didn't he?
I'm like the big salesman, aren't I, here? He did them. Andy did them. I don't know how he did them, but he did. He's got them up there, so you can go to Lulu. I'll put the link in the description. You can go to Lulu, and you can get that book. It's a book of my drawings. I've shown you before. Shown you them. There's just two. A book of some of my drawings in either hardback or paperback. And there's my book.
Nice book, that one with drawings in, isn't it?
It is.
Lovely.
It's a lovely book.
Lovely.
Yeah. And there's my book. You can get that in that's paperback or an downloadable on a thingy bob file. What they call it? No use asking Pat.
Definitely not.
PhD, EPH, thingy bob file, you know.
Yeah, that's what it'd be to me. Thingy bob file.
Yeah, it is.
And what you may call it.
I can't. It's gone.
PDF.
PDF. What? out of the mouths of babes and sucklings thou hast brought forth wisdom.
I've heard you mention it so many times. It must have stuck somewhere because it just come out.
Amazing. Okay, that's that. That's that.
Well,
I tell you what, when we bought our motorhome, we weren't on YouTube, right? But this motorhome that we've just lost in the smash, we bought it in 2018. Did we? Yeah.
Yeah, because we bought the little one first after we moved into the static.
After we moved into the static, we bought a camper van. And that was a mistake.
Yeah.
So was the static.
We've made a few mistakes in our life.
You can wonder why we're so reticent now. And even when we bought the motorhome that we just lost, the Besser car, it had one owner from new. It had only done 18,000 miles. It had got all the service records right back from being brand new. It had been serviced every year. It had had an habitation check done every year. The upholstery were immaculate. The bed looked as though it had never been slept in. And it was serviced, MOT tested, and it had an habitation check before we took delivery of it. You would have thought, wouldn't you, that you couldn't have gone wrong.
Yeah.
Every box was ticked, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And yet, it turned out to be TWAT.
Yeah. That's why he called it that.
Because it had everything. So you can understand why it has taken 6 years to get that vehicle. There's a video of it on the back of a truck being recovered when the clutch went on it. The AA, we had to get the AA out to us, didn't we?
Yeah. We had AA out when we were on the site.
18,000 miles on the clock and clutch goes. Don't know, it must have been driven. Must have driven with his foot up clutch. Anyway, it's taken 6 years to get that van.
Yeah. We thought we cracked it, didn't we, after having gas flow put in?
Yeah.
Because it just saved you so much bother.
That was the last thing we did, wasn't it? We'll have the gas flow put in.
Yeah.
And it really, it was a boon to us, was that. I know that you're restricted by the number of garages available that sell it, but I just kept it topped up all the time. When it didn't need topping up, if I were going anywhere near a garage that sold it, I went in and called in and topped it up, even if it were only a £5. So, yeah, we're really good.
I was pleased because it meant he wasn't always knocking himself because he was moving bottles about inside that camper.
Not inside the camper, darling, inside the cupboard.
Inside the cupboard, it was a tight fit, really, wasn't it?
It was.
Fat bottles.
You could just get 2 6-kilogram bottles in there.
Yeah. But
you couldn't get the one in the back. You couldn't get it out without taking the one in the front out. The one back to back, they were side by side, you know what I mean? But you had to take the one in front of the door out first before you could get the other one out, and then put that one in the back and put that one back in front.
Yeah.
It were
a bit of a pain.
And it just did away with all that. And of course it were a ton cheaper.
And we thought it were hotter, didn't we? We thought it made...
The boiler seemed to perform a lot better with it.
It did. Yeah.
But anyway,
that aside,
the thought of having to go through all that process again, you know, I mean, I put the solar on, got the leisure batteries, and wired it up. I wired it up myself. You know, I brought wires under the floor to get to the driver battery as well, so that it were charging that as well. Just all, the leaks and the fixing all the things that was wrong with that van. It's just taken so long and cost so much money to do it. To think we have to start from scratch and kit out another van, start again. It's a daunting prospect.
Our Tracy asked Trevor to write a list of all things that we'd lost in the van, and she was going through it, and she said, because he'd put prices aside what he thought. I don't know whether you know what Trevor's like, but he always underprices stuff. He always thinks things are cheaper than they are. He's still living in Dick's days. And she said, "You've put down here bedding, £30. He says, "Well, what's wrong with that?" She says, "Well, that last lot of bedding I got were from Marks and Spencer's." And it were nowhere near £30. It were well up, didn't she?
Yeah.
And there were that like brushed cotton that were really comfy and soft, weren't they? And I mean, bedding set that we'd bought before that to put in camper, that was, we bought the pillows and the duvet and the pillowcases, and that were going on for £100. So £30 wasn't going to cover 2 lots of bedding, was it? And pillowcase, pillows. Oh dear.
Sorry.
So she says, "I'll re-look at these prices, Dad." Yesterday she spent all day with us. I mean, she was going off to this little cottage that she'd booked, and they didn't leave here nearly 5:30, I think.
Yeah, she took us to Leeds to see that doctor.
Yeah.
And then we went up. She took us up to Max and Sparks
to get a few bits of food and
it needed to. I wanted to get us money for a week so that I could give it to Tracy before she went. I thought it had come in handy with her going off. We needed to get a bottle of vegan wine for Mick and Jane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I must admit, I were a bit disappointed that Marks and Spencer's didn't have that much gluten-free
No, they don't.
stuff.
No, they don't.
They had gluten-free bread, and
yeah, I don't like it.
you don't like bread, do you?
The
We found that them little square things.
Brioche, is it?
No, they're not. They're not brioche. They're
Don't know
I don't know
what
either
they call them.
what they call them now.
But I've got used to
they're
being.
alright.
I've got used to not eating bread,
Mm.
so I'm not bothered.
It's easy for me, really.
Yeah, it is.
If I want a sandwich, you know, what do I give Trevor? But we've found some nice crackers, haven't we? Gluten-free crackers as well.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we have. Yeah.
They were all right. We went through them pretty quick.
Yeah, we did. They were okay. Yeah.
I were eating them as well, so they were all right. get some more. Have you hotels to say, my sweet?
So there you go. No, I don't think I have. I might not get the link put in the description on today's video, because as I say, we're going to be moving about, getting ready to go to mix. So, but anyway, I will put the link up at some point.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know whether anybody's interested or anything, but they're there.
Yeah. We might go out tomorrow and have a look at some campers. We've discovered another place that's got quite a few.
Chris told us of a place in Skipton. We might have a ride out.
Tomorrow.
And tomorrow have a look. Yeah. Yeah. Someone else has told us of Oak. Forgotten. Oak Summit. Another motorhome place. Anyway, okay, we'll call that video for today, and hopefully we'll see you again tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay, folks. Bye, everybody.
Bye.